The plot started in March, actually February of 2016. It was an art food project started by Dawn and Coralie Leger. It's not allotment gardens, it's a sharing garden that you don't have to have membership for, and you don't have ownership, specific to personal ownership, but it's a collective community ownership. Anybody can come in and work in it, and anybody can harvest, and you can't steal the food because the food's free. So that was part of the premise. And then people just started showing up. You know, we had maybe a dozen people to begin with that were invited in, and then community would walk by and someone would stop by and say, oh, I work out on Sundays, but I'll come here instead. And pretty soon we just had more and more people coming in and joining. It just evolved. We started having Sunday potlucks, and people from the whole community would get together, and it was amazing to see the intercultural, intergenerational kinds of gatherings. Some people had nothing, were homeless. Some people had, you know, huge houses in South Surrey, and they were sitting at the same table together. Somehow outside people feel way more comfortable than they do in an indoor space. I've seen people meeting, you know, that somebody's picking beans and all of a sudden they've met their Italian neighbor they didn't even know existed, you know. They go off in Italian and they're very excited, and I've seen people from the community exchanging recipes from different cultures and coming together in that way. So this is so much more than a garden. It's so much more than a garden, where food is the thing that brings people together. It's common to all people, something we all need, and it inspires people. It gives them something to connect over. It's been amazing watching over the past 2 years. People come forward. Each person that's come into the garden has offered some piece that's needed. And it's the volunteers, it's all the volunteers, it's all the people that come forward that have made this garden what it is. People sometimes spend just a few hours, or sometimes many, many, many hours. Some of the volunteers come from a very cultivated background. Some of them that come forth and volunteer have a lot of personal challenges, have perhaps even challenges with substance abuse, alcoholism. And there's something about the mix, about the ability for people to cross those boundaries and bridges with each other. And for me, that's powerful, because that speaks to what this garden is about, which is about the heart of the community and about nurturing every heart that comes in here. And it's almost like the land does that all on its own. It just frees people to be a little kinder to each other, a little kinder to themselves, and it just shifts things somehow. That to me is a real magical piece about community and how it works in a space like this.